Alright guys, so this is the vehicle we're working on. Again, this is a 2017 Infiniti QX60. And as you can see, this has projectors. These come with HID from factory. And this only has one bulb that powers both low and high, but it's gonna be the headlight that gives you the actual effect of the high beam, okay? So this bulb is a single beam bulb. It only has one beam pattern, and then the projector itself takes care of adding the effect of the high beam, okay? So these are the D2s, and we're gonna be replacing this, okay? This is gonna be a long process because you do have to remove the whole bumper, the whole front, everything, to actually get to the headlight itself and be able to replace those bulbs, okay? But we're gonna take you through that. Hopefully we can make it quick and possible for you guys to see everything without getting bored. So guys, hang in there and we'll get this started. Once you remove those, the whole panel comes off. You're gonna put that to the side. On this side, I'm gonna leave this here because you don't really have to take this off completely. You just need to take off the first two just to allow you to get to those clips that are under this. Once you get that removed, this should be free. This only grabs the actual front bumper. It doesn't get the fender, so you should be good at that point. This should not have to be removed. And then from here, we're gonna start removing bolts from under the actual bumper and from the wheel well area too. So for the wheel well cover, you're gonna remove 3 Phillips screws. If this is the first time being removed, it's gonna be a little bit difficult, but it'll come out. And at this point, you should have access to the bolts that are down here, which feel like 10 millimeters. So it'll be either a 10 or an 8 millimeter, I'll find out right now. And then there's gonna be a couple more on the bottom as well to remove this completely off the actual bumper. So as you saw guys, all we're gonna do is just remove all the clips and screws that hold the actual inner edge, okay? You don't need to go any further in. Just make sure you get these out of the inner edge, and then the ones in the wheel well, okay? And with that should be enough to remove just the bumper itself without having to take anything else. And just like that, just by removing that one tinno that goes right here, that holds this piece, you can pull out the actual bumper skin off, okay? Okay, and as you can see, there's actually a 10 millimeter right here that's hidden, so make sure you're gonna remove that too. Okay, that's one, and there should be another one on the other side. All right guys, so once you get to this point, what you wanna do is pull kind of like this way in a diagonal, but straight, pull it out like this. And what's gonna happen, as you can see, the whole thing is pretty much out, and it'll actually come out of here as well. Because if you try to just pull this straight from here, you're gonna break it, because there's actually a clip right here that's kind of curved. So what you wanna do is, once you get to this area that we already loosened it off, just carefully try to get it from here and just pop out, and the whole thing comes out, okay? So don't try to just start from here. Get this off loose first, and then you can actually pull it out. Alright guys, so when removing the bumper, as you saw right now, it's going to require at least minimum 2 people to do this once you unloosen everything. When you take it out, there's actually going to be 3 plugs you're going to disconnect. There's a sensor right here, okay? So it's just a push clip. You're going to push the other side, and it'll just release and you pop it out. Same thing with the fog lights, okay? So if you were wondering if these were replaced with LEDs, no, these were actually factory LED already, so you can't replace these. But same thing though, these plugs, they made these cables very short, very difficult to reach at, but you're gonna need either a flathead, either a longer one than this, or whatever comfortable for you to get in there. And you're gonna have to probably push these in, and then it'll allow you to disconnect it, because I tried with my own fingers, and it's just way too hard to get into it. So get something that you can reach in here and push it in, and then just disconnect, okay? So they'll be doing the same thing for the other side as well, because they're both gonna be hanging. As you can see, usually there's more play there, so you can allow you to actually make this more comfortably. But on this vehicle, they actually made it a little bit difficult. But just take your time, get someone to help you out, and you can do this no problem, okay? So with this, we're done here. We don't gotta touch anything here, leave it like that. We're going back to the vehicle. All right guys, so we got the other side working, everything's good over there, so we finished that one. We're gonna show you how to actually remove the headlight because we didn't show you that at first. So we're gonna show you how to do that now here. It's gonna be the same procedure on both sides, okay? And the reason why you're gonna do this is because there's a bolt right here, it's a 10mm bolt. And then the other one is right here, so that's gonna be 2. So it's gonna be this one right here. And then the last one that I was saying that's hidden, it's literally right here. It's gonna be a silver screw. All the other ones were black. See? And then you're gonna disconnect your ballast. So today guys, we got this 2017 Infiniti QX60 we're gonna be working on, and we're gonna be installing our custom lighting, which is gonna be our LED that we made specifically to replace the HIDs. And this vehicle is gonna be a D2S. So as you can see, right out of the box, you got some decals that we're providing in there. So you get 3 different colors to choose from. You get your manual, your warranty card, and then the actual bulbs themselves. So as you can see already, this is going to be the design of the D2S Pros, okay? These are the Pro Series D2S for the Infinitis, and Nissans and even some Mazdas can use this, and Subarus. So the way you know if this will work for your vehicle is if you were to pull out your headlight and you look at your original HID ballast, if it resembles this design, then this will work for you. If it doesn't, then at this moment there's no replacement for that, but we are working on it. So just put this aside right now. All you got here, don't confuse this as a ballast because it's not a ballast. This is just a driver. This is all the controls in here to tell the computer when to turn on, turn off to the actual bulb itself and not your car, okay? So don't confuse that. Special things about this, custom made to replace HID from factory. To be brighter than HID, it's gonna depend on the case because on some, if you get some aftermarket lighting, especially HID, there's some high quality ones that will be even much brighter than factory. So these will not probably be compared to those because again, those are specifically made in high quality HID bulbs. These will be replacing factory HID. So that's why they come with the custom made driver that will replace also the ballast, okay? And all of these are gonna be plug and play, so no more tapping into wires to get this to turn on. These are gonna be really bright, they'll be much brighter than factory HID, and they're gonna be 6,000 Kelvin, so they'll be white. So guys, let's get this installed and we'll show you how it looks. And now we're gonna move on to the vehicle itself. So we're gonna start by removing the ballast. It's held on by 3 Phillips heads. And it's gonna be pretty quick. I already loosened them up, so I'll take these off. They might be a little bit difficult at first to break them loose because they do have Loctite. So just take your time, don't strip them. Remove those to the side. And then this should just come off very simple like that. And there's gonna be one more thing you're gonna do. To release this, you gotta remove the screw. Don't lose this, just put it to the side. Pop that out like that. And then using the same screwdriver, or if you have a flathead, press a little clip right here, push it inwards, and it'll pop out just like that. We're gonna put this to the side because we no longer need it. And another thing, you're gonna be reusing the gasket from the original ballast, okay? So make sure you don't throw this away, keep this with you. So at this point now, you can see that's your cable that actually goes to the bulb itself. We're gonna turn this around. We're gonna counterclockwise to remove. The whole thing comes out. And your bulb is in here, okay? So it's held on by compressing clips. So I'm gonna release that, pops out simple as that. And then your bulb just comes out. Okay, that's your HID from factory. So as you can see right here, it's a D2S 35 watt bulb, okay? So at this point, you got this opening here now. And what we're gonna be doing is getting our new bulbs. What you're gonna do is you're actually gonna remove the base first. So just twist off. Make sure the flat part is what's gonna go inside the socket and line it up. see in there, it's lined up correctly. All the notches are where they're supposed to be, and at this point you can lock it in place. 1, 2, just like that. So you can see right here, there's actual guides where that base we remove will line up to this, and then you just twist it to lock it, okay? And it's gonna be on both sides. So if you get one side in, you got the other one, okay? It only goes one way. And now we're gonna get the driver. Remember again, like I said, to use the original O-ring from the ballast, okay? So we're gonna put that in here, put it on top, it'll be a direct fit. And we're gonna first snake this part of the cable in. And we're gonna connect the connectors, okay? Remember, make sure the guides line up, the plastic guides. If you can't see them, make sure you look for the 2 arrows. There's gonna be an arrow on each end. Make sure those line up and you'll have it correct. And then just lock it, just like that. Tuck it in. And just one little quick thing here. If you're planning to do your turn signals, you can actually get them from here. This will be a tight fit, but it'll come out. And these are 7443s, okay? But they actually only have one function, so they only activate when the turn signal comes on. How do you know? Because there's only 2 cables coming out of the turn signal, okay? If you had a 3rd cable in here, then this means this would be a true 2 filament bulb, okay? The reason why I say true is because this one actually has 2 filaments in there. It's a 7443, but only one is going to be used at all times because there's only 2 wires, 1 power, 1 ground. And so this would only activate when your turn signal comes on. If you had a 3rd wire in here, then that would usually work as your parking light or your daytime running light. And then the other one will activate the turn signal when you activate the turn signals, okay? So I guess it's just cost effective. They just use the same bulb for everything now. So whether it's, if you find a 2 filament bulb in here, if you're ever asking us like, hey, what bulb do I need? Remember, for this specific vehicle, a 2017 Infiniti QX60, it's gonna be an actual 7440 because it only has 1 filament, okay? So save money, don't buy the dual filament one because it's only gonna use 1 filament. So guys, luckily the cable is long enough so I can show you up here. You're gonna get your plug, and this is gonna be a direct plug and play, okay? So no longer having to cut or splice into wires to get this to work. It'll go in just like your OEM, just like that. Clips in place, it's locked. And then this is gonna be your power source, so make sure you lock that in as well. Okay. There's gonna be a couple guides in here. There's gonna be one up here. Make sure it lines up correctly, because this is gonna give you your how do you call it? It's like it's gonna give you a flush look of your headlight with the fender itself. You don't want this to be inside of it, or else you're gonna scratch this or break it. So make sure they line up correctly. Everything should be in place. And as you can see, I'm not holding it anymore. This is how you know you got it in correctly, okay? There's also another one down here. There's a metal bracket where this lines up. So that's what's giving it the support to hold it from this side. And then there's gonna be another bracket over here where it's gonna sit as well, and that's gonna give it the support to stay up the way it is right now, okay? All right guys, as you can see, that's the finished result. Now all we're gonna do is put back the whole front again and then finish it and show you how it looks with that, okay? So guys, again, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please let us know. We'll be more than happy to help you out. And these were the Lasfit Pro D2s for the Infinitis, Nissans, Subaru, and Mazdas. Again, this is made for specific vehicles. Not all of those will fit it. So please, just like we mentioned in the video before, always look at your original ballast. Like that, you know if our lights will actually work with your vehicle, okay? So guys, again, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.